Hey there, Carrie Clark here with Speech and Language Kids and SLP Solution. And today we are talking about teaching third person pronouns he and she. So this is a video specifically for working with children who have a language delay. And so maybe they are not able to use third person pronouns yet. So maybe they say her instead of she, like her is jumping, or maybe they're switching them up. So, we are specifically talking today about teaching those two pronouns because when we have a child with a grammatical delay, we really want to focus in on just a few things at a time instead of overwhelming them with all of the options. So, today's video is about he and she. So, the first step for teaching he and she is just pointing to a picture when the word he or she is used. So, you can see here, this is from one of our no prep kits. And we have pictures where it's the same picture, but one is a boy and one is a girl. Now, this is a great time to also just mention that we're going to practice he and she. And in general, boys go by he and girls go by she. But some people like to use different pronouns. So it's important to know what pronouns a person likes. But for this purpose, we are just going to be using he for boys and she for girls. So you can explain that to children and just introduce that concept. You can always use a gender neutral pronoun while you're teaching this, but for the sake of just teaching the basics first, we are using he and she today. So we would say, look at this picture. He is running. Which one shows he is running? And then we would talk about how this one is a boy. So we would say he is running for this picture. So first step is just pointing to the picture when he or she is used. The second step then is going to be using he and she in phrases. So for this one, we have he does and she does. So we would ask questions like, for this one, who runs? And the answer would be she does. So we're just using those he and she's in a short phrase based on pictures. Now, this is from one of our no prep kits over on our membership site at slpsolution.com, but you don't need this. You can use any kinds of pictures that you can find in books or flashcards. You just need pictures of people doing things so you can practice this he does, she does. So that's step 2 is phrases. Step 3 then is sentences. So we're going to use this one here. And again, any pictures of people doing things is great. And you would say, tell me a sentence about this one. And the child would say, he is running. So you're just having them come up with sentences using those pronouns he and she. Keep in mind you're going to move through these phases slowly, so make sure that the child has completely mastered the first level before you move on to the next one. All right, after sentences comes short stories. So this could be looking at a picture book and telling the story, and then closing the book and having the child retell the story using he and she when appropriate. You can also have them make up a story. So you can say, tell me a story about Johnny and Sally, and then have them create a story on their own. Basically, we just want them to be using the he and she in more elaborate conversation. And then once they have mastered that, then you just work on carrying that over into conversation. So that just looks like reminding them when they make a misspeak and just having them fix that to the correct he or she pronoun. All right, so those are the 5 steps. We have a free game for working on he, she over at speechandlanguagekids.com. So you can check that out in our freebies section. We also have our no prep kits like this are over at slpsolution.com. So we've got lots of resources for you. Check those out and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks. Bye.